We are here in Diamond City, and today we are taking a look at a couple of immersive mods for you. One is called People Are Strangers by Sagittarius, one is called Full Dialogue Interface by Criosan, and the other is called Sit Anywhere Redux by Flipdeezy, and the last one is called Have a Beer Animated Drinking by Flipdeezy. If you're wondering about a t-shirt, I just thought that was such a nice thing to do. One of the mod authors, she's called TheRealElinora, has made this little mod as a little statement there. And if you want it, you can find it in the Vault 111. You just go down to the vault and you take the left door there. And you run through the corridor till you get to the overseas office, and it will be lying there on his bed in his bedroom. So there you go. Now let's start off with the People Are Strangers mod. One tiny little mod, but boy does it have a huge impact. The way it works is that before you meet people, or before you have spoken to people, right? They're called strangers. So you see, I've spoken to this guy, so he's a resident, right? I've spoken to the vendors, so they have names. This one, spoken to him, is a resident. But there is one person here that I have not spoken to yet with this character, and that is that woman over there. So we will look at the next mod too at the same time. The next mod are called Full Dialogue Interface, and that's what it does. It gives you the full dialogue, so that when you are choosing what to answer people, you know what you will say. Because now it's a guessing game. You don't know what you'll say. I mean, you press that button and this button, and you hope that things are the way that you thought you wanted them to be, but then your character answers something entirely different. So what this does is that it actually, shows you what you are going to say. So let's go over to Kathy and check her out here. See, she's called Stranger now. Stranger. She's a stranger. I've talked to. So he's not a stranger. But she's a stranger. So let us talk to her.
You there. Talk some sense into my nitwit son. Morgana's secretary. Is she a synth?
And now you see. So I can see. Well, what shall I say? No, I don't think so.
No. I don't think so.
Ugh. Everyone around me is a...
She just kept yabbing on, so I just paused the video there so you didn't have to listen to all of that talk. Anyways, let me read what the page says about the two different mods here. So let's start off with the People Are Strangers mod. This mod is a simple port of my quite popular Skyrim mod, People Are Strangers. This mod is simple enough. People will be called strangers until you actually get to talk to them, or they talk to you. It will work retroactively. If you use this mod on your current game, people you already have talked to will not be called stranger, as you saw, because we just installed this mod. Enjoy everyone, and some links and stuff like that. Now we have the next one, which is the Full Dialogue Interface. As of June 9th, Full Dialogue Interface has been updated to support Automatron and Far Harbor DLCs. The Wasteland Workshop DLC does not include any new dialogue, and thus there is nothing for FDI to update. To all users experiencing the mod is not available issue, blah blah blah. There's a lot about that one. Update has been reported that you may need to load this mod plugin last for the dialogue changes to take effect. Okay, so now you know. So you might have to load this last for the dialogue changes to take effect. Full Dialogue Interface mod makes the game display the full lines of what your character is going to say in conversation, instead of just a paraphrase. It also revamps the interface so that the game will now display dialogue options in a list, as you saw. He also says, in addition to displaying the full line of what your character is about to say, the mod also includes tonal notes in brackets that clarify the meaning of certain lines. For instance, all sarcastic dialogue options will have the note sarcastic listed before them. Similarly, all options involved lying will have lie listed before them, and so on. So there you go, that was that. So if you're sick of guessing what you're going to say, this will definitely be the mod for you. Now, let us go over to the other mod. I will just head over to the restaurant area. And here we are by the Dugout Inn in Diamond City. So let's just have a Nuka-Cola, won't we? Yes. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That is just so awesome, isn't it? It really is. Look at me drinking my Nuka-Cola. Ah, yes, I really like it, I really do. Now the mod author writes on his page that the only things that work is Nuka-Cola, it is beer, and purified water. And he also writes that he hasn't made any standing drinking animations because of there's some terrible clipping with the coffee drinking animation, which was the only one that he could find. So there we go. So that's what we have so far, are these animations, and they only work while sitting on a chair, but they work on any chair that, or stool, or anything that you can sit on, they will work. Now let's try the beer here, just so you see. That's the beer, gulping down the beer there. It is so cool, it really is. Now I'm also going to show you the purified water, and the reason for that is that there's some texture problems with the purified water, so you know. But of course you can just role play that you have one of those covers for your water that keeps the water cool, you know, in the summer. So I'll show you now. Purified water, there we go. Also, these animations, the reason, one other reason why they only work when you sit is so that the animation won't play if you're, you know, drinking water and you're in the middle of a fight, for example. That wouldn't be cool. That would not be cool. So that is also a reason for this. So you see the purified water has that texture problem, but that is it, really. So, little mod, but geez, you know, huge impact, huge impact. So let's just move over to our last mod, which is the Sit Anywhere mod, and we can just test that right here, can we? Yes, we can. There we go. See? And that's what this does. It just lets you sit anywhere. Now, you cannot just move your left joystick as you would if you sat on a chair, right? You have to choose the animation again. So just choose it again, and then she rises up, and you can move on your, you know, move along. So just show you that I can actually sit anywhere. So let's see if I wanna, you know, sit here in Polly's kitchen. Yes, I do. I wanna sit here. It's a nice place to sit, I think, here. Inside the oven? Yeah, sure. Why not? She's staring at me. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I'll just rise up here. So, you know. There we go. It was just relaxing a little. Polly, or what her name is, can't really remember. So there you go. Now, there's a couple of things with the sit animation. When you download the mod, you get a little holotape. So you go into your Pip-Boy and you go to MISC, and in the very end of your list, in the bottom there, you will find MISC Sit Settings. Press the A button and you get into the settings. Now to access it, you need to go to Player Sit Animation Settings and add Player Sit Animation. Then you get a message saying that it's added to your aid section. Now if you don't want them there anymore, you can remove them by pressing Remove Player Sit Animation, and it will disappear from your aid section. And as you can see here, you have two different ones. You have sit and sit quietly. But sit quietly, just don't use it, because that doesn't work properly, and I will show you. So let's just exit here, and I will go to my aid section, and here in the bottom of my list, there you'll find misc, sit, and I have also added misc sit quietly so that I will show you how that works. And as you saw, you can add it to your favorite sections, and the way you do that is pressing the RB button like that, and you can add it to your quick menu or favorites list there. You just press the A button and you know it's there. Or you know, if I wanted that there, I'll just have it there. So there you go. And I will also show you that you can remove the sit quietly afterwards in the Pip-Boy. So let me show you. Now I'm gonna try and run the sit quietly animation here. Sit quietly, and she sits down. Looks good, right? Absolutely. And she sits like that, but she rises up, you know, at once. And I can run around, no problem. Can talk to people and everything. But if I now want to choose the other sit animation that works, that will not run. And the reason for that is because I have not exited the sit quietly animation. So you need to do that first. You need to press that again, so you exit it like that, right? And now I can choose the working sit animation, which is this one. So just stay clear of the sit quietly animation for now, and you know, just check his site from time to time, and maybe he will update it. And you also, you know, if it's updated, you will see that in your mod section there in your Xbox. So let's just stand up again here. So you see, nothing's wrong, everything's good. Everything's good, doesn't destroy anything. You just choose not to use it. So if you want to remove it here, the animations from your aid section, you go to misc, you go to the sit settings there, and you just choose player sit quietly animation settings like that, and you remove that, and it says misc sit quietly has been removed. Now you go out and we go to aid, and you see it's gone. No, oh sorry, I made more of them. Let's try again. We go to misc sit settings. I think I chose the wrong one there, maybe. Or it might be a little bug, who knows. But you just go here, remove it. There we go. How many did I have? 2, didn't I? I think I had 2, so let's just do it again. Player sit quietly. And we go remove. There we go, it should be done now. Let us go out and see here under 8 and see now it's gone. Now we only have the misc sit. So the misc sit quietly I would just stay clear of for now. I also tried to use this last option here, reset sit animations. Use only if bugged, but that didn't work. It didn't help. It didn't help the sit quietly animation. So, but this one works, and no problems. I have no problems with it. I tried it for a little while, and at least I haven't discovered anything. If you have, just leave a comment and let people know, and that goes for all the mods that I cover. If you know something or discover something, because sometimes it's just the little tweaks that makes a huge difference. So, you know, leave a comment, let people, me included, know about it. So, that was it for today. Covered some cute little mods that have, you know, have a huge impact. Really does, really does. So, go out people, have huge amounts of fun, and thank you so much for watching.